Yippee potatoes! Welcome to Sorry. Welcome to Fat versus... Sorry. Force habit.
This isn't a podcast.
Welcome to Fat and Irish. My name is Brent, aka Irish.
No, this is Fat versus Irish.
Yes, this is Fat versus Irish, not Fat and Irish podcast. I was trying to correct myself. I'm sorry.
You need to correct yourself better.
Right here, bro. Right here. Anyway, my name is Brent Thornton, aka Irish.
And I am your fat man for the day. You can call me Fat Man, or Fatty, or Fat.
As you can see, Fat Man got a new microphone.
Yeah, I did. I got it for Christmas. How you doing?
Yeah, and I got fraps, so we're one step closer away from our gameplay videos.
Yeah, I know, right? This may not be like the best microphone. Like it was probably like $20. I don't know, but it's a lot better than using my internal one.
Yeah, I bet.
You can hear my sexy voice. I'm just looking at my pretty self. I have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I'm looking at my webcam. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to it. Well, if I look at myself, the way that my camera's positioned, it looks like I'm high as fuck. So I'm looking at the camera.
Well, anyways, to get all that shit out, welcome to the first episode of Fat versus Irish. We are here to talk about a certain topic, and that topic is what?
Change.
Yes, it is.
Before we start talking about change, I'm letting you know, Fat versus Irish is gonna be way different than Fat and Irish podcast.
For one, you get to see our beautiful mugs.
Yeah, for one thing, you get to see our faces instead of just hearing us. Instead of hearing our voices, you're actually seeing and hearing. See, with the podcast, it's just us fucking around. But with this, you can see our faces. We do screw around. We still screw around, but with Fat versus Irish, it's a little bit more serious.
Although we can't see each other right now, although we could if we did Skype, but then Skype would slow down our computers and make a whole lot of mess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could do this on Skype. We could, but but it's just our connection's not that perfect, and it's not gonna be like crystal clear, and it will be choppy as shit. So what we're doing is we're both recording our individual webcams, and Dexter is going to be doing the editing for this, and he's gonna like move stuff around, and you know.
I'm gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of talk, and maybe a little snip.
Yeah, he's gonna play around. He's gonna play around with the file. So,
And also one tidbit: these debates are not going to be an hour long. We're going to try to at least keep it to a 30 to 40-minute minimum.
yeah, we're not gonna make them an hour long because with the podcast we kind of can get away with it because we're just like jackassing around, having a gay old time, you know.
And we lose track of time.
We lose track of time. I actually I had to like for the podcast I had to like actually physically watch the clock, so that way I know we're not going over an hour. I think one time we went over an hour probably by a minute or two, and that's about it.
Actually, no, we've actually just went over for like a few seconds, really.
Well, you know, a few seconds here and there because we gotta do the outro.
Well, except we did bulk record, so there's probably one podcast that we haven't uploaded that is a little bit over.
I think so. I probably, yeah.
But anyways, we've been talking for 4 minutes, so this is a long ass intro.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, this is the first episode. We kind of need to establish what's going on and how this is different from our podcast, so that way for the new viewers out there.
Welcome, new viewers. How you doing?
Yeah. Welcome. Hi, my name's Brent. I'm a complete utter moron.
I'm fat, man. I'm very fat.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyways, we're here to talk about change. And change, I think, for me personally, is a little bit important. But for Brent, it's a little bit meh.
I'm adaptable. I just change is, for me. It takes. It depends on the type of change. Like, it depends on how big or small it is. And I adapt. I mean, humans are still an animal species. We're just smarter than the average animal. Not by much, if you look at today. But that's a whole different That's a whole different topic for another day.
Change is pretty much it's inevitable. It has to happen.
Yeah.
And the reason why we're talking about change is because it's New Year's.
Well, by the time we upload this, it's gonna be New Year's.
Yes, exactly.
We're actually recording like the Sunday before New Year's.
It. Well, that's because I'm sick and we're gonna be busy Tuesday. But anyways, that we'll talk about that on a podcast on another time.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're talking about change because of the New Year's, and also me and Brent are gonna be doing a lot of. Me and Brent are gonna be doing a lot of change over 2015. But yeah, anyways, me and Brent we're gonna be doing a lot of change over the 2015, and so we wanted to bring some attention to this thing called change because I think it's very important to talk about change because without it, we're fucked.
Well, I want to say fucked. I mean,
Well, hey, without change, birds wouldn't have been able to develop their beaks to get food. Then they would have died off.
well. Okay, now you're kind of like debating like the theory of evolution, which is change, by the way. Change over time. Oh, by over time, we mean like a million upon billion years. So yeah.
Well, yeah, but evolution is change. So technically, I'm still talking about change.
Yes. Yeah.
And and seeing as new change, I got a brand new haircut that I'd never gotten before.
He cheated. He fucking copied me. Don't let him fool you.
I I forgot. I'm sorry.
I need to shave mine. Mine is like really freaking like shaggy now. I might get it shaved before Tuesday.
Mine's soft like a baby's bottom.
Okay.
I'm trying to creep you out.
It's it's gonna take a lot more than that to creep me out, man.
But anyways, through this whole debate series, we are going to talk about a lot of serious stuff, but we're also gonna kind of joke around just a little bit because if we can't laugh, we're gonna be very miserable.
I think you know what. Earlier I said this is gonna be a little bit more serious than our podcast. For those of you who might misinterpret that, I mean, we're going to be still joking around. It's just we're going to be not, like, joking around as much as, per se, like, the podcast.
The podcast is where we unleash the craziness.
Or, or, or the gameplay channel that's probably going to go up in sometime this month. But anyway, whenever Dexter finally gets fucking fraps.
Hey, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Also, my voice may sound a little bit fucked up too because
Did you talk because you kind of like...
yes, I have been talking.
Hi, I just got dragged down to hell for a couple seconds. I'm sorry. We lost connection. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was saying, fuck. Oh yeah, I'm working on getting fraps.
Yes, oh yeah, that's right. I did make a jab that's something about, when you finally get fraps, when we get the gameplay up. Yeah, yeah, once we get fraps, we're gonna get, like, gameplay and stuff up. I'm spinning around in my chair. I have ADD. Eat me. Sorry.
I'm just sitting on my bed just dancing around because I don't know. It's just like I'm trying to keep my mind off of like my sickness. I'm sick, and it sucks.
He's down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness. Sorry.
Anyways, back to the debate of change. I like it. I like change. I embrace change. Although I will admit, big changes kind of freak me out a little bit
Oh, really? You do?
because
When a show of his gets canceled, he cries like a bitch.
yes, I do because I don't like my shows being canceled. I mean, it's like why do this to me?
See, I kind of think you're kind of lying a little bit because I don't think you're really that adaptable to change.
Well, I am, but I think it's like to me personally, I'm adaptable to change.
You're adaptable, but you don't adapt that quick.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not as quick as I should be, but I'm adaptable and I can accept change because I've moved like 3 times in my life,
Fuck, I lost count.
and I'm able to adapt to my new situation, my new environment, and I'm just able to kind of embrace that change a little bit. But now it's like I really don't want to move out of Houston.
if I had to, if I had a ballpark, yeah, I'd probably say it's somewhere between 9 and 12 times that move total. And that's just a rough ballpark. I can't remember for the life of me. If you guys want me to remember, we're probably gonna be here for about 10 minutes. Me going, okay, I moved here, then I moved over here, then I moved there, then I moved back over here. It's just gonna be me playing connected dots for like 10-20 minutes, and none of us want that stuff.
I want it. I want it so hard.
God damn. Can you not hit on me while we're doing this?
I'm sorry. It's hard to do that when listening to your voice. I can't change that. Get it?
Oh, puns for days.
Puns. I love puns. I really love puns.
Uh, yeah, Dexter, from my observations with him, I think he's adaptable. I just think he's slow at adapting.
Well, like math, I'm slow at a lot of things.
Slow at life.
But what about you? I mean, like, how fast are you able to change?
Um, like I mentioned earlier, it depends on how big the change is. I mean, if it's something minor, probably maybe 3 days. If it's something major, like when I found out that I was moving to Louisiana.
Yeah, that sucked. See, that I could not accept because I was losing my best friend, sorta.
I moved back after I got sick of my mom, which I'm sorry, I'm not gonna bring that up. Personal shit, sorry. Uh, now everybody's gonna know. Now everybody's gonna be dying to know, and I'm probably gonna have my Twitter feed blow up. I fucking wish.
Maybe. I do too. I kind of wish our Twitter kind of blew up a little bit, but like maybe it will someday or later. But as change happens, the channel is actually changing a lot for the better.
Yeah, it's been changing a lot. For about it's been changing since around maybe late November, early December. No, actually mid-November it started changing because we started doing a podcast, and now we're talking. Now we're doing the. Right now we're doing the Fat versus Irish, and sooner or later we're gonna get down to doing the gameplay.
Also, we found, speaking of change, we have found someone to help us edit our gameplay videos.
You didn't get. Well, you told me it was a friend of yours, but I didn't get a name of him yet.
Oh yeah, his name is Brandon. I met him on Xbox Live, and then we became Facebook friends. He's a really cool dude.
There's probably an internet stranger joke I could make, but I can't right now.
Well, it could be a good or bad change. I mean, we obviously can't edit worth crap because we only have Windows Movie Maker. But as things progress, we are gonna change our dynamic and our equipment and blah 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 blah.
Uh, we're just starting with bare minimum shit at the moment. We're not gonna like get. What a lot of people think is that you need like all this like big name AAA movie type equipment. No, you don't. You just need like the bare minimum to start out with, and once you get more money, and by more money I mean not relying totally on monetization, and like actually get a fucking job like I'm working on, uh, like I'm working on doing right now.
Yeah, we're gonna be there's gonna be very big changes in 2015, and some of them are gonna be for the better. Some of them might not. It all really depends on the situation.
And it also depends on your opinion if it changes for the better or the worse. I mean, that's what it comes down to is how. See, the world changes. It always does. I believe Sean Hastings from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood said this. Uh, History is the study of change. If something remains static, that means it's dead. That's pretty much true for all things. See, history is the study of change. Uh, Everything changes when there's something that's not changing anymore. It's essentially dead.
Well, yeah. I mean, if nothing changes, then nothing will new happen. I mean,
Can you imagine how boring that would be? Just living the same mundane life and nothing new happens? Can you imagine that? Like, seriously, look into my dead blue eyes and tell me that isn't the worst. Look at them. Look at my eye.
look into my soul.
Well, I don't have a soul.
But yeah, if change, if nothing changes, then nothing will. Everything will just be the same, and that would just suck.
Yeah, that was like major dick. and I would know about sucking dick.
That's why I like to embrace change because uh, if nothing, if I didn't change myself, I wouldn't. I'd probably be stuck in a very, very bad rut.
I think you'd probably kill yourself.
I'm willing to expand myself and branch out to different things. I mean, I've already have started, but it takes me a very long time.
Change is a good thing. Change is roughly for the good most of the time.
Although I don't think this is really a debate about change, since we both agree change is good.
Well, I was kind of thinking that you would be on the change's bad side.
Well, there are bad things about change. Like say a relationship, I guess. Like if a guy changes, then like he may not love that girl anymore or something. I don't know.
Well, you can't change people.
Well, I think people can change, but not like drastically.
I don't think people can change at all. I think,
Well, hey, I changed pretty good. I mean, from the first moment that you met me, I'm pretty sure I've changed and you've changed too.
well, yeah, not, yeah, but not significantly.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying like people can change, but not as much as like I don't have an example.
Yeah, I just don't think people change all that much. I mean, the person that you meet, like, the person that you met like 7 years ago. I mean, the person that you met like 7, 8 years ago. I mean, when you meet a person, you kind of first impressions are everything. A lot of people say that, but it's true because that first impression is pretty much a glimpse of what this person is going to be like the rest of, depending on if you want to spend time with this person or not. I mean, when I met Dexter, he was kind of a pushover. He was kind of a big, tall, fat pushover that would let anybody walk on him and rub their dirty ass shoes on him.
And I still am.
Has that changed a little bit, but he's still kind of that way. I mean, he still lets a fair amount of friends and family walk all over him. Uh, has he changed a little bit? Yeah, he has.
Yeah, I mean, but
Hold on, let me finish. He has learned to say no to some things, but that's pretty much all that has changed.
yeah, but I've been able to fight, like not fight, but like I've been able to sort of stand up for myself without needing a whole lot of help.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, people do change, just not very much.
Well, it's just the people grow. Uh, People grow all the time.
But then again, I have zero faith in humanity.
I know you do.
I have. I'm. I'm sorry, humans. I'm sorry. I have zero faith in you. I really do. I'm sorry.
I think people can change, but they can't change so much that they're a whole new person.
Yeah, but I'm talking like drastic change, or like with the relationship thing that you brought up, like the girl is trying to change the guy into something she wants, or hell, even vice versa. You can't change entire personalities. You can change like certain aspects of it, like what I said, Dexter being a pushover. Like I can't change him being a pacifistic pussy, but I can help him stand up to some people, stand to mainly his family because they're the ones that like bully him the most, in my opinion.
Well, and the same can be said to you, and you've been able to like push back, and I mean you're at your where you are now because of what you did.
I think my problem is mainly I don't know when to shut up, and I shut up when I need to talk. I have very poor timing.
I have excellent timing.
I have very poor timing. There's just some days where I can just like talk up a storm and just run my mouth without thinking, and there's other times where there's something I should be saying but I decide to keep my mouth shut. Yeah, that's my major issue. We all have flaws.
Well, yeah, I mean, every human has flaws. But I think the most important thing is that people can change to a degree, but a lot of they have to be willing to change. If they, I mean, I've seen people change and I've seen people not change. Example is you probably know who.
Does it start with a B?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah.
Wait, are we talking about a girl bee or a boy bee?
I didn't know we both know a boy B. Unless that boy B is me. Oh god, start saying that 3 times fast. Boy B is me, boy B is me, boy B is me. That's a new.
Well, no, I'm talking about a sibling.
That's. Oh, no. You said. Oh, no. Oh, okay. See, yeah. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, he can change. Yeah.
I'm talking about my sibling. He can't change.
But the problem with, I'm sorry, Dexter's unnamed sibling that we're not going to mention, see, you can change, but you have to want it.
But I have, but not drastically as much. But I have changed.
That's the problem. You really have to want it. Like you really need to have the want to change.
You really do. You have to want to change.
You can't just go, oh hey, I'm just gonna change just like that. And go killing the potatoes, and then you just magically change with the power of leprechaun magic. Only I can do that.
Only he can do that.
Yeah, there's a few people who I know which they refuse to change whatsoever.
But yeah, people they have to want to change to better themselves and grow. That's real change right there for people.
Yeah,
But some people change for the better, and some people don't change for the better, which really sucks because it's not really their fault per se.
well, some of it's their fault.
Well, yeah, some of it, but I mean, it's really just about who that person is. I mean, for me, I've really needed to change like a lot, but I never really pushed myself to change. But for a few months now, I've been trying to push myself more to change. I've even last year I tried to push myself to change.
I think you have a little bit.
I have, but it's not to the point of where I want to be. But I'm getting there, but slowly.
I mean, I'm working my fucking ass off.
Yeah, you are.
Both literally and metaphorically.
But uh, for both of us, change is part of life, and that's why we wanted to talk about this and upload it.
Changes love, changes life.
I bended over and accepted change.
God.
But I think I think that's about it. I don't think we really have much more to talk about change.
I don't. It's kind of. I'm sorry if this podcast. Idiot! It's not a podcast. Sorry. I'm sorry if this debate. I wasn't really participant into it.
Well, you were talking a little bit more than me.
A little bit. I mean, I did kind of get a little bit into it.
But also, it's a little bit less of a debate and more just talking about change a little bit. But we did have, a little bit different views on certain things.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I wasn't like too fully into it. I'm not like really interested in this topic. There'll be other topics where I'll be like super interested in, and I'll probably try not to go on forever.
And plus, I won't be sick.
He's sick. We're both like preparing for this thing that's happening Tuesday. Because it's gonna be fun as shit.
And there's always going to be a podcast for that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a podcast recorded like after that day.
I'm wondering if we should. I'm wondering if we should like change a podcast so that way we could like do the podcast that we record Tuesday and upload it that Sunday.
Well, then everything else will be like out of.
No, it would just be we would just have to change the numbers really.
Well, it's not just changing the numbers. I mean, we do make kind of references to other podcasts every now and again.
Did you say Podcrafts?
Pod, I might have.
I think you said Podcrafts.
No, I didn't smoke it. I didn't smoke 2 pounds of weed before doing this. I swear, officer.
I dropped a gallon of LSD. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
I didn't drink a whole bunch of Guinness before starting this. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Shut up.
Anyways, I think we're gonna end this debate here. It's been real fun, and I hope you guys like it. If you do, give it a like and share it and comment, please. We want to hear your thoughts, and also subscribe because we will have more content coming out.
A lot more.
And also, I am Fat Man. I am Fat Man. Peace out.
TDT potatoes. We'll be back for another Fat versus Irish. Bye bye.